Olamide's Unruly album is out, and I have to say, it sounds amazing. It sounds awesome for a first listen. The melodies and the crowd vocals on the first track were just the perfect combination to start an album. I had already given the album 5 star while I was still on track 4. That's how crazy this album is. Like, the album is good. Olamide's delivery is immensely beautiful, and I am angry that his musical growth is not talked about as much as it should be, because this man has never lost his sauce at any point of his career. One thing I also noticed was that he wanted to shine and show people that he is capable of delivering most of the open tracks before introducing the feature artist he has on the album. And it makes so much sense how the album arrangement slid out. The team who were in charge of picking and arranging the tracks sabi work die, I swear, because the song with CK, that song now makes more sense as part of an album. It really does fit within the theme of the album and the song arrangement as well. The feature with Benson, that threw me off. Like, I swear, because what was that pocket that Buju entered? Because, bro, like, come on, man. Come Alive was heavy, and it was a perfect collaboration. The feeling I got with this feature was exactly what I expected from a Bado and Rema feature. But surprisingly, Buju Benson was now the one that ended up giving me this feeling. Like, it's that feeling of like you're questioning the sound and everything about the music, but yet you're enjoying it. And I feel like every track has a special recipe. So just be ready to enjoy every time one song ends and another begins. And expect, did you hear that Fireboy rhymes? Like, yes, at some point it was like, okay, this is the regular Fireboy we're used to. But when Fireboy started rhyming, bro, on that track, those rhymes were deep, bro. Yeah, I give it to Fireboy for that. And we move to the next one. This has to be one of my favorite songs in the album, Mukulu. Mukulu is on repeat. Rema took us on a trance on that Mukulu record. And I think that was the highlight of the album for me. Who would have thought that Rema and Olamide would have such a near perfect chemistry? Like, you could see the way they were both enjoying that record. And that, when I was listening to this song, it took me back to when Rema tweeted that he and Olamide were in the studio, and bro, and he gave that fire emoji and all that stuff. It made me, have a rethink, like, bro, this was really mad. They had a great section because you could see the connection between both of them. It was like it was bouncing back and forth, and they were both eating it up, they were chopping it up, bro. So if you ask me, Mukulu is one of the top records for me on this album. And one thing I noticed at the end of the album is that Olamide started the album at a slow pace. If you really paid attention, you will notice that he started the album at a slow pace. And as the listening experience continued, I realized that the songs were pacing. And before I knew it, the songs were at a fast pace. Like, especially track 14 gave me more of the Sarkodie vibes. At the point it was giving me that Sarkodie type of flow, and that, I think that was track 14. That shows how fast Olamide was rapping towards the end of the album. And at this point, I just concluded that Olamide is a musical genius. I have a good feeling about this album, and clearly, this album is going to do good. It's gonna do way better than Carpe Diem, and I can bet on that. If you want bet, come put money and bet on that. And I think overall, I'll give the album 8.2. Yeah, I think it was a really lovely experience for a first listen. It's not like the something you say, I'm not feeling it, I'll try again. On my first listen, I had fun. I had fun with the album, and I rolled back again and I listened to the album the second time. I'm like, okay, this is a strong body of work and something that a lot of people would enjoy. So you tell me, what is your best song of the Unruly album? I personally think Olamide just made like an album with no bad songs. I'm feeling Gaza real good. I think Gaza is going to be an anthem. I'm feeling Mukulu, like I said earlier on, and that Life Goes On, bro. That song is mad too. Like Olamide was spitting facts there because a lot of things happens. People evolve, people grow. So yeah, life goes on. Don't expect somebody to be the same person he was like a year ago or 2 years ago. So that was like a real life lesson that Olamide put in that jam. Yeah, these are great songs. I can name a couple of songs in this album that have a good replay value. So you let me know down below in the comment section. What do you think? What do you rate the album? Do you think it was a good album? And also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to share. Thank you.